He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
You are now listening to Talk That Sports. My name is Adam, and I will be your host. Tune in for all the amazing episodes that are to come, as well as special appearances. You never know who's going to be on the show. Welcome to another episode of Talk That Sports podcast. Today's guest is a freshman going into the University of Washington football program. He is standing at 6'2" tall, playing the safety position. He is a 4-star recruit out of Texas. You guys may have seen him in the State Farm commercial as well with Patrick Mahomes. Man, I tell you, this kid is going to be a stud. I promise you. Welcome to Talk That Sports podcast, Paul Mencke Jr. How's it going today?
Good. How are you, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. It's the weekend, getting to chat with you finally. We've been talking about making this happen, and we're finally making it happen. So,
yeah, great. I'm surprised you knew about the State Farm thing. That was
man,
pretty good research.
Yeah. I looked up some things here, like some of your clips and whatnot, and I just want to see like your style of play. And man, that State Farm commercial popped up. I'm like, hold up, what? And it was actually off of your own personal YouTube channel. So.
Yeah, my mom set that up. So, yeah, she helps me a lot with all that, the marketing stuff, or tries to.
Okay. How was that experience, though? Was it,
It was pretty cool, actually, because, like, I look older. That's why, like, people, like, recruit. Also, I'm being recruited because I look older than I am,
yeah.
or more developed. And so I was, like, 15, and for my modeling agency, I couldn't do a lot of stuff because I look 20 or 18, but I'm 14 or 16, so it's like the child labor laws and all that stuff.
For sure. How was that experience meeting, Jackson and Patrick? I mean, that's something that not everybody gets to do, right?
Yeah, it was actually really cool. So I was there for like 9 hours, but like we only shot it for an hour. Got a free haircut. Jackson, I didn't really talk to Jackson, but I got to talk to Patrick a little bit. But he seemed like a real down-to-earth dude. He was like, yeah, like people think I'm getting paid $500 million off the bat. Like, no, like I'm still on my rookie contract right now. So it's like, or now he's not, but prior.
Yeah. And I mean, people would think that being the way he plays, right, and how successful he's been up to this point. So, I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, man, I just wanted to again thank you for taking time out your weekend to chat with me. Man, I would love to hear from you. Who is Paul Mencke Jr.? Who are you?
I would say, from what I've been told a lot, a very flamboyant guy. I can read the room, so I'm not always flamboyant. Like I can get serious when I need to be. On and off the field are two different things because how my dad's raised me, and I'm a very nice person, or very caring. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, like I'm very caring. I'm a very genuine person off the field, but on the field it's
just strictly business. It's
yeah.
Business. Okay. And your dad, I mean, he played for Wazoo, quarterback position, totally different from safety, opposite side of the ball. And so you have ties here to Washington. You were born and raised for somewhat part of in Tacoma before you moved to Texas. How was that experience for you?
It was good. So I was born in Tacoma, but my parents moved back to Pullman to get their doctorate.
Okay.
And so that's where I like my childhood for most of the time, and then we moved down to Texas. But yeah, it was really fun. Snow days. I can kind of flex like in Texas, like, oh, this is nothing compared to Washington. This is nothing compared to Spokane, Pullman. So, it gives me a little edge up.
For sure. So when it comes to like the recruiting side of things, you got multiple offers from like Notre Dame, Wazoo, for instance. You actually committed to Duke, but decommitted to come to UW. What helped you make that decision, and what was that experience like for you when it comes to like signing day and things like that?
I think it was, I wanted to be I mean, there's not a knock on Duke or anything like that because I believe they're also. I really love the school, one of the best out there. But I like this is a top 10 program always in the country, and I've never really been on the upper scale. I've always been the underdog. So this is kind of like a taste of like what Georgia or like what a winner is. You know what I mean? Like what a winning program is supposed to be. If you're not winning, you're gonna get kicked. If you're the head coach, like there's a certain pedigree and certain standard you have to live up to be a dog or a husky.
Definitely. I mean, it's nothing but going up from here. I mean, we just unfortunately went through the whole scenario of everything that just went on with after the national championship game to this point. And as a fan, I thought it was crazy, but I mean, I'm sure you as a player had a lot of emotions going on, being that you're getting ready to step into this program, right? Um, so yeah, no, I mean that's pretty cool. I mean, you even like I said, you had Notre Dame offer you, and they're a top school as well, right? So it's cool, man. You picked up UW, but I mean, the program is just going up from here. Um, I could tell you from my aspect as a fan, being that I've watched multiple seasons. We even had the 0-12 season. I think it was in 2008, and that was hard to watch. So yeah. So when we first spoke, you were getting ready to go to the national championship game, man. That's an experience not many people get to get to enjoy. Um, what was that experience for you going in as somebody that's getting ready to enter this football program, to get to enjoy such a high level, of the sports scene?
I think it was very surreal. It's like, oh, I can really be here because no matter like undefeated or not, I mean like this past season, like just getting to that point, like oh snap, like we're here, and then knowing recruits that are on the field, and knowing because I went on the OV, some of the players are on the field talking to them. It's like oh I know these cats, I know these dudes, and so it brings like we can do this again, we can run it back. So it brings hope. You know what I mean? Even though we lost a lot of people, it still brings hope to yeah.
I mean, a lot of people say it's like a rebuild, but personally, I think it's just reloading. I mean, you look at everything that Coach Fish is doing right now, and I mean, they're talking about even hitting the recruitments hard. So I mean, that's awesome. I think even with the amount of talent he had, in Arizona the last year, I mean, he even flipped it around with people that weren't as of a big name.
Mm-hmm.
But just to see what he did is crazy. What is your thoughts on playing for Coach Fish?
I really like it because what he said about high schoolers and about because he's been around the NFL a lot, so he has a lot of NFL connections. Pete Carroll's son's on the staff. It's a pro. It's kind of what Notre Dame was. It's or I feel it's a grad school for football because it's like if you want to go to the NFL, you come here, and if you want a good education, you come here too, which is the great thing. And so with Jed Fish or Mr. Coach Fish, I haven't spoken to him personally, but he seems like a great person. Seems like a winner, and that's what I really want because I'm a winner, or I feel like I am. I'm a winner, and so I feel like it matches personalities. I really can't wait till the D coordinator comes because that's when I can really start looking at film like, okay, how does he use his safeties? How am I going to be used? And so I think with Fish coming, it brings a whole nother aspect of pro life because he can say this is what's going to happen to pros. This is how it works. And a lot of other people on staff can say that also because they have also worked in the NFL.
Definitely. I mean, and Coach Fish actually, I mean, again, he has that NFL background with New England. He was even with Pete Carroll at one point, and Coach Carroll's son Brendan is on that staff. So, yeah, man, it's a lot of excitement coming in, and I personally can't wait to see how it turns out. Um, so the University of Washington, we have a rich history of DBs, right? I mean, we're talking DBs and safeties. You're a safety guy. But we could talk Lawyer Malloy, we could talk Buda Baker, we could even talk Dana Hall, just to kind of name a few. But has there been anybody that's kind of stuck out to you coming in, that that's in like the Husky safety world, or anybody you're excited to be a part of that same conversation in the future?
I'd say I would like to make a name for myself, but also I think Buda Baker is a really cool name. I mean, Dom Hampton, me and him are really built the same. He's just a 6-year senior, so he's 220 pounds. I'm 180, 185. So it's like it's just age difference, and plus, I feel like I don't think I've ever fit into a characteristic theme or a build. I'm so diverse and so multifaceted that I can be anywhere if I grow an inch or two. So if I get more sleep, I'm gonna be 6'5". You never really heard of 6'5" safety, but you can put that dude on the line. Yeah. And because I haven't played football throughout my high school career the whole time, so it's like I hadn't even hit peak yet, or people come in out of high school like at their peak, they're like, okay, I've only been training football. And it's like me, I'm like, it's hard gaining weight because I'm playing basketball. I'm running it off like every day.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and how good I think I am and how good you guys think I am. Plus, if I just focus on football, I think that I can be something completely different from what everybody expects and blow everybody out the water.
And I mean, it's crazy. I'm 33 and I'm like 6'3", right? And I mean, dude, you're 6'2". You haven't even hit that peak yet, so that's scary to think. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, once you get to the full time on football, I mean, it'll be exciting, man. When I watch some of your game film, I'm like, who does this kid play like? And I couldn't find anybody, man. Like I just see you, you're there, man. You're ready to take that guy coming at you. You're ready to hit somebody. You square up and you're bracing yourself, and just getting ready. But I'm like, man, there's just nobody that I could compare you to. You're just there. You got your eye on that guy, with the ball, which I mean, it's kind of a rare feat because a lot of people just want to hit. They just want to hit hard, and that's definitely going to set you out from the rest. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been anybody that's influenced your game? Like anybody you've watched and said, "Hey, I kind of want to be like them." But I know you said you kind of do your own thing. But has there been anybody that's influenced your game or anything like that?
The reason why I wear number 31, that's why. We all know who 31 is. We all
Can't
do.
chance it.
Yep, we all do.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
He influenced me a lot. I like DK. And so because I run like DK because how big he is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's Cam Chancellor. I want to hit. I really want to hit hard, but that's just not something I do. I take him to the ground, and I also think Kyle Hamilton. Okay. I kind of fit what he does, and so I think just watching like mixtape videos. To be honest, people watch like hoop tapes.
Yeah.
So I just be watching mixtape of certain DBs and Carl Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah, was great college player. He's decent NFL, but how he hit and how he just the veracity of him just hitting people, and it's like, oh my goodness, like I can do this. And so I watched his highlights before almost every game. So yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, defenses they tend to win games, and if you can't tackle, and it's just not going to be fun, right? And when I see your style of play, man, I'm just like, okay, this is what the Huskies need. We've seen, unfortunately, guys getting passed on and things like that, but we just need guys that'll wrap up and tackle, not tackle with the arms. So,
yeah.
Do you have any like pregame music that you listen to? Some things that you kind of go to that get you hyped and pumped up?
So it depends on my mood. I can go for. I'm from Texas, so Big X the Plug, Drake got some good ones. Future, maybe some Kanye. But yeah, I don't really know because it's my music taste. My friends don't like it because it's so like sporadic. So it's like it is what it is, and what gets me there gets me there. I think YG. I really like the West Coast beats because all the boom, boom, like it just hits your eardrums, and it's like okay, like we really doing this. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Back when I played ball in high school, it was a lot of E40 and Tech 9, right? But typically, what kind of gets me, I mean, I don't play ball no more, but what kind of gets me, in the mood and gets my mind right is a lot of Kevin Gates.
Did you go to sleep?
Is that your pops right there?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. My fault.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. So yeah, man, before we end the episode here, is there anything you want to plug to the viewers? Let the viewers know where they can even find you at.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Paul Mencke Jr. Paul_Mencke Jr. and MENCKE because sometimes people don't know how to spell it. And be yourself because you've gotten this far. So
there you go. Well, there you have it, man. I appreciate you again coming on, taking the time to chat with me. I hope we can keep in touch through your career, get to watch you play, say, hey, you know what, I got to talk to that guy. I told everybody, man. But no, man, it's exciting to see you go in and see where it goes for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, man. Anytime. Well, you have a great day and great weekend, and we'll chat soon. All right.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. Take care, man.
You too.
I just wanted to take a moment and thank the podcast sponsor, StreamYard. Without StreamYard, none of this would be possible. I also want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this episode, whether you're streaming it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, or watching on YouTube. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for many more episodes.